You're watching Lights Camera Cricket. I'm Sushant Mehta. Big game tonight. It's Kolkata Knight Riders versus Kings 11 Punjab. Now, KKR have been down and up in the tournament, but they still have managed to win 6 games. Kings 11 Punjab were dead last on the points table, but now they seem possessed. They beat the top 3 teams in the competition, Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, and in their last match, they defended 126 runs against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Punjab have won 4 in a row, and they seem invincible at the moment. Here's the story of Kolkata and Punjab and why this is such an important game for both teams.
Goes for it. That's his style.
Kolkata Knight Riders are up against a rampaging Kings 11 Punjab, and at stake is a potential place in the playoffs.
What about that? That is on the up.
Not too long ago, Punjab were at the bottom of the points table, and now they seem to be one of the most dangerous of the lot.
That's a big one again.
In the last game, Punjab defended a paltry 126 against Sunrisers Hyderabad. But before that, they had upstaged top 3 teams of the season so far.
Yes, it is. Here's another one.
First, Virat's RCB received an 8-wicket thrashing before Kings 11 Punjab pulled off a super over thriller against the mighty Mumbai Indians. The third on their list was Delhi Capital.
Gone! He's knocked him over.
But Knight Riders will also be high on confidence, especially with the manner in which they outclassed Delhi Capitals in their last game.
Oh, one more.
Kolkata are still ahead of Punjab in the points table, having won 6 out of 11 games, while Kings 11 have 5 victories from the same number of matches. Punjab's victory will not just raise playoff hopes for them, but will also suit Sunrisers Hyderabad and Rajasthan Royals, who also are in the fray. Andre Russell missed out of the last game due to an injury, but with the game in Sharjah, there will be a temptation to play him, even if he is not fully fit. For Kings 11, good news is Mayank Agarwal is expected to be back to add more muscle to their top order. Sports Bureau, India Today.
That's a very good shot.
Right, let's get into it. Eoin Morgan versus KL Rahul. Morgan has been criticized for his captaincy, but Rahul has been on fire lately. So calm under pressure, gets the job done, lifts the entire team. So Boria Majumdar, the final word in cricket. As far as captaincy is concerned, KL Rahul clearly has an edge.
Absolutely, but before that, Sushant, Shubha Bijaya to you, yours and the family, to everyone at India Today and everyone watching this broadcast. Stay well and safe. Coming to Rahul, absolutely. And you know what? His own performances are rubbing off on his captaincy.
Yeah.
So I would ask you to order butter chicken and Rasgulla for tonight for your dinner. Send me the bill. I'll take care of that, but enjoy this contest. This is a virtual quarterfinal and a contest to remember. KL Rahul, according to me, has the edge because he is leading from the front with his own performances. That's the only reason. Having said that, it's the Durga Puja Visarjan in Calcutta. If Ma decides to bless KKR, that's a different story.
I'll take you up on that offer, but I'm on a diet right now. After Delhi Capitals lift the trophy, the IPL 2020 trophy, that's when I'll call you Boria. But moving on to the openers. Now, Mayank Agarwal missed the last game. Let's talk about Gayle and Rahul now. They are key for Punjab. We will talk about my favorite Nicholas Pooran in just a bit, but Rahul, as Boria said, has been out of the world. So consistent, he has scored and scored big against every opposition. He's the orange cap holder. 550s, 100, 567 runs in 11 games. That's phenomenal. Average of 63, strike rate of 133. He can shift gears when he wants. And the universe boss. Punjab has not lost a match since Gayle joined the team, average of 31. Only 150 already in 4 matches, but Gayle has also been solid. Boria, Gayle and KL Rahul.
And it's Sharjah. Add Sharjah to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I mean, a miss hit against Pat Cummins or Lockie Ferguson or anybody for that matter will go out of that stadium. Somebody will pick balls up on the road just like Vivian Richards used to do at the Sine River in Taunton. It might be Gayle and Rahul tonight. So add that and your favorite Nicholas Pooran to that. And then when you compare the Punjab top order with the Kolkata Knight Riders top order, and there is a sense of awe. Gale, Pooran and Rahul, I mean, there is a real sense of scare and fear what they can do in that stadium in Sharjah.
They are entertaining and terrifying at the same moment. Moving on to Kolkata, they have had issues with their batting lineup. It has been a problem, but all eyes today on Shubman Gill and Eoin Morgan. Both of them have underperformed, to be honest, in the tournament. Gill has 250s in 11 games, average is 33. It is decent, but strike rate has been a big problem with Gill. That's Shubman Gill. You can't open and play with the strike rate of just 111, and that too in the power play. Morgan also, he's not scored a 50 in 11 games, so Shubman Gill and Eoin Morgan need to fire today. Boria, firstly, the opening pair, I don't understand the combination. They've not got the combination set as yet. Rahul Tripathi seems out of sorts. Shubman Gill struggling with the strike rate. Eoin Morgan not performing. Problems for Kolkata as far as batting is concerned.
Absolutely agree. I would have gone with Nitish and Rahul if you really want that, because they give the start and then Shubman can come and play himself in at this point. Shubman doesn't know what his role is. Should he go for it? Should he anchor the innings? And he's throwing it away. Once you have a 40 or 5 over start, or even 30 or 4 over start, Shubman can come and build that innings. They've got to get it right, because if they don't get it right tonight, it might well be too late. So massive, massive match coming up for Shubman Gill and Eoin Morgan.
Amazing. It's going to be entertaining. Lip-smacking contest. Moving on to the Pacers now. Mohammad Shami, now he's proved that he's one of the finest in the world. 17 wickets in 11 matches, economy rate 8.43, which is on the higher side, but Shami has found some support in youngster Arshdeep Singh, who has now 9 wickets in 6 matches, economy rate, similar economy rate 8.36. For KKR, it's Pat Cummins and Lockie Ferguson. Cummins, again, I think he's underperformed. He was good against Delhi, but he just has 6 wickets in 11 matches. But Lockie Ferguson, out and out pace, he's played just 3 games, he has 5 wickets already. So Ferguson and Pat Cummins, opposite side, Shami and Arshdeep, this is also good. Boria, the pace attack.
Very good. Very, very good. And you know what? Pat Cummins' spell against Delhi was much more impactful than any spell, even Varun Chakravarti's 5 wickets. It was Pat Cummins who dented Delhi. That Shikhar Dhawan wicket was a peach. If he can get KL Rahul and can get one more, maybe a Gill, a Chris Gale or a Nick Pooran, that's when the match turns, and you will depend on Pat Cummins if you're a Kolkata supporter. Having said that, Mohammad Shami in this tournament has been absolutely magical. He went out in the 16th over of the last game. I really hope Shami doesn't have a niggle, and if that is the case, what's the situation with him? If he is fit and firing, he's a top contender for any bowling award in this competition.
Love it, how you describe it. It's going to be a cracker of a match. But now on to the spinners. These pitches, remember, the spinners are kings. They are deciding games. So firstly, KKR. Sunil Narine is back. He has tweaked his action a bit. He just has 5 wickets in 7 matches, but those 5 wickets came in crucial moments, and those were big wickets. Then, the mystery spinner. Varun Chakravarti finally got the recognition he deserved. He's bowled outstandingly well throughout the tournament. 10 matches, 12 wickets, including that 5 for 20 performance against Delhi in the last match. That's the best figures for any bowler in IPL 2020. For Kings 11 Punjab, 20-year-old Ravi Bishnoi. I love this guy. Boria knows that. He's already been so impressive. You know, the big wicket of David Warner in that last match when Punjab defended 126. Bishnoi has 10 wickets in 11 matches. Economy rate is also good, 7.43. That's incredible. Murugan Ashwin then. He also has been good. 8 wickets in just 6 matches. Economy rate again 7.5. So Boria, the spinners also crucial for both teams.
I actually think Punjab has the edge despite having less experience. You know what? Because Sunil Narine managed it and masked it with his batting. But if you actually look at his bowling, he just wanted to get through those overs because it must be playing in his mind. Unless Sunil Narine has an uncluttered mind, the impact that he has with the ball is not there. Varun Chakravarti, fantastic performance, no question, but at that point, the asking rate was 14, and Delhi gave him wickets in a heap. They were going for it. On the other hand, Bishnoi and Murugan Ashwin, Hyderabad was rocking it. They were running away with it. Ashwin turned it around. Bishnoi turned it around. So even these kids have been extremely impressive. So I will say Punjab in, even these conditions in Sharjah has a bit of an edge. Also, you know why? Because there is no Gale, no Pooran in the opposing lineup who can really take that game away like the Punjab batters can.
You're watching Lights Camera Cricket. I'm Sushant Mehta. It's Kings 11 Punjab versus KKR Kolkata Knight Riders, and the big X factor in this game, my favorite batsman to watch this season in the IPL 2020, Nicholas Pooran. He is pure dynamite. He's already hit 22 sixes, 23 fours in 11 matches. His average is 40. Strike rate is 173. He can take the game away from any opposition in a span of just about 2 overs. Boria, Nicholas Pooran, as I said, dynamite.
Absolutely. And you know what? If Mayank doesn't play because of injury, I would bat Gale with K. Rahul at the top and Nick Pooran at 3.
All right.
In Sharjah, these 3 can kill it. There is no need to get Mandeep at the top. Mandeep can bat 4, Maxwell 5, and then they can follow. Because Nicholas Pooran, if he gets 40 balls in Sharjah, it will be an 80 or 100. That's what it should be. Rahul and Gale followed by Pooran. It can be absolutely devastating.
That's going to be something. We're looking forward to the game. Who do you have? Boria, who's winning tonight?
Punjab. I mean, despite being a bomb, that's why I said to you, I've got aloo paratha, butter chicken and mishti doi for dinner.
Me too. I also have Punjab winning. Thank you, Boria. Thank you for that. Finally, our Maruti Suzuki Ignis stylish player of the match from the Rajasthan Royals versus Mumbai Indians game last night. Ben Stokes destroyed the Mumbai Indians. He scored a century and chased down that mammoth total of 194 runs. Ben Stokes, well, he just chased it down in 18.2 overs. It wasn't even close. Stokes made 107 not out of just 60 balls, 14 fours, 3 sixes, strike rate of 178. Very well supported by Sanju Samson, who made 54 of just 31 balls. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. only on Lights, Camera, Cricket.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.